Have you noticed all the good things happening lately at Box, the cloud-based enterprise storage and mobile collaboration platform? Here's a stock that's rallied nearly 35% year-to-date, driven by a parade of positive news. Box reported a strong quarter at the end of May, and it has a slew of big partnerships with tech giants like IBM, Microsoft, Oracle, all of which help improve the value proposition that the company offers to its users. Just today, we learned something very exciting about Box. It's teaming up with Google Cloud Vision in order to use advanced image recognition technology to help companies get a handle on their data. Images are second fastest growing type of data that Box handles, but it's much easier for computers to sort text than it is for them to sort pictures. That's where the partnership with Google comes in. Basically, they're using machine learning to make businesses and maybe even life more efficient. Now, Box is currently in its quiet period. They report in roughly 2 weeks. This is a major development, so I wanted not to ask about the quarter, but think about bigger things. So let's check in with Aaron Levy. He is the co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Box. Learn more about this new artificial intelligence initiative and the future of the industry. Mr. Levy, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks, Jim. How you doing?
Okay, Aaron, look, to me, this is very exciting because, to me, this is the intuitive device that I've always wanted, because video and obviously pictures have been the major innovation. And so you've got so many good customers, how would, say, a P&G or an Amgen, an Uber, a Gap, which just reported a good quarter, how would one of those companies use this?
Yeah, so any company that has a large amount of image data, and you just mentioned certainly a few of those with Procter & Gamble or Gap or others, where they have product catalogs, they have product information, they have retail photos that they have to collect. And right now, large enterprises have to spend upwards of millions of dollars trying to manually classify, tag, and organize all of their image data. And so that's obviously both cost and time prohibitive for both large companies and companies of all sizes. So what we can now do with artificial intelligence is begin to automatically classify this content. So you could upload a picture of a shirt, and it would automatically detect what kind of shirt it is, whether it's a men's shirt, a women's shirt, a V-neck, and any of the other kind of attributes that are detectable. And then it applies that as metadata in our system, so it becomes searchable and organized, and you can build workflows on your image content. So we're just starting with images today, but you can imagine with video content, with audio files, all of the unstructured information that our customers store, we want to be able to apply machine learning and artificial intelligence to be able to help them make more sense of their information and unlock way more value out of the data that they have in Box.
How about documents?
Yeah, so actually we already do a bit of this for documents. So when you upload a document into Box, we already make it searchable. You can build certain kinds of workflows on this, but over time, we also want to be able to extract data from the document and be able to summarize it, be able to help you glean more insights from your document. So any kind of data that's stored in Box, we want to help you get the most amount of value from that content when it's in our platform versus any other platform out there. So Box today stores over 30 billion files for our customers. And so you can imagine all of the information and insights and intelligence that's inside of that content that we can now use AI to help unlock for our customers, to help streamline business processes, ensure that there's any kind of risk is mitigated in terms of how content is being shared, and overall help people make more sense of their data.
Okay, sorry. There's this competitor of yours, Dropbox, and I regard that as the personal, and you're the corporate. But this is the kind of thing I want. Okay, so what happens if an individual's watching and say, look, this is the holy grail for me. I have 10,000 pictures. I want it to be artificial intelligence, when it's family, when it's work, when it's birthday, when it's sports. How can I get it?
Well, this is certainly where our strategy, relates quite closely to our product. So I would actually say products like Google Photos or other products out there are quite good at helping you collect and organize your photo information in the personal world. What we're trying to do is take that same type of technology and value proposition and bring that into corporations. So media companies, CPG companies, retailers, life sciences companies, construction firms, insurance companies, all of this unstructured information that they need to be able to manage and secure and collaborate on, we want to help provide more and more value around that data. So we're 100% focused on the enterprise market. We think we can bring this technology to enterprises for the very first time at scale and save them millions and millions of dollars, as well as speed up their business processes. So that's squarely our focus as a company.
Excellent. Now, while I've got you, obviously, we've got some hot buttons in Washington. You don't stay away from it. You actually tweet about these. Are you willing to actually say the president's name in a sentence and say that he didn't do the right thing?
Absolutely. I think Trump, his commentary on the issues last weekend were horrible. I think that the business community has reacted in concert with that and recognized that it was a complete travesty of what happened this weekend, and the kind of tone and the rhetoric that's coming out of the administration is quite horrible to see. And I think we really need some strong answers and some new responses from this administration if this current administration is going to work out. So it's very troubling to see, but I'm at least proud to see so many business leaders stand up for what's right and for the principles that we think are so important to America and building great organizations.
But Box has important contracts with the federal government. There have been other leaders at times who have crossed the line, including presidents, and said, I am going to punish outspoken people by hurting their businesses. Could this be something that hurts Box?
Well, first of all, our government contracts are still fairly nascent and quite limited relative to the overall customer base that we have. We're proud of the work that we do for the government, for many agencies that are able to be much more efficient and able to be much more productive because of Box in the cloud. But in this case, I think the principles override that, where we really need to ensure that our country can be much more unified, that we actually collectively appreciate our culture of diversity, and we need a president that can stand up for that and stand up for what's right. So in this case, I think that, and I think you've seen that from other CEOs in the country and CEOs of companies much larger than Box, be able to take a stand for this. So in this case, we're just doing what's right, and we think other CEOs are as well.
All right, first year of a president, I like to be constructive. Is there a way out of this? Is there? You can't walk back things that were said. Is there a path to make it so that an Aaron Levy, a young executive who's made a lot of companies have a very good technological advancement, is there a way, sir, to be able to be back to where we were a few months ago?
I don't know, Jim. It is getting harder and harder, and unfortunately, what you're seeing is really I think the true stripes of this administration and this presidency. And when you look at the cabinet that he's developed, it's on one hand very broad. There are many strong leaders and in that cabinet and that administration, but there are also ones that represent very different views of where this country should go. And so it's not a coherent or cohesive cabinet. It's got a lot of organizational dysfunction. It represents in some cases, disastrous views of where this country should be going. And so I think it's very hard to navigate that situation. It's hard for business leaders to navigate that situation. You can't be in a situation where you're supporting or endorsing certain policy decisions that might be economically attractive while at the same time dealing with all of the social ramifications and the cultural ramifications that Trump is driving. So I think he's put himself into a bind by unfortunately showing potentially what he truly is about, and this was the risk of this presidency, and I'm not sure what the path forward is.
Excellent. Well, look, Aaron Levy, Chairman and CEO of Box, going on record on that. Obviously, if the administration had any desire to refute what you just said, they'd always be welcome on the show. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay. I think it's a very exciting product. I did ask the question about the tweets because it's out there, part of the public domain. But I do think that this is the kind of exciting technology that I identify with. Aaron Levy, Chairman and CEO of Box. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.